The more the merrier.
Arsehole. You won't think it's so funny in a minute.
I think you're fucking hilarious.
Enough horseshit. I didn't come here for a chat.
Just as well. You're not much of a conversationalist.
Are we gonna get on with this anytime soon?
Let's do it, Dopici!
Oh.
Is that all you got?
Fuck this. That's that then.
Do you think it will be enough?
He definitely looked like he'd had enough.
True. He'll either stop or make life hell on earth for us.
So, anything else you need from me?
No. Thank you for your help.
Yeah, no problem. What are friends for?
You forgot something.
Of course. You're right. Here's something on the side, Henry.
Ah, there's no need for that. I did it out of friendship. You can spend the coin on drinks at the tavern.
Thanks. You're a real friend.
We really are in your debt now.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Damn! Stay away from people if you can't ride a horse, you moron!
and it's safe as houses.
What is it?
It's just that you seem to me like a man who doesn't frighten easily. And as it happens, I'm looking for someone just like you.
All right. Tell me what it's about.
It's like this. I know of the whereabouts of some treasure. Well, treasure is a lofty word. Simply hidden valuables. And this information I can share with you for a certain price.
Sounds a little fishy to me. How do you know about it?
Ah, well, it's a bit of a long story. My sister married a fellow from Culin, and he was a knacker, so there was hell to pay. Anyway, this fellow's sister... No, wait, that's not it. He was from Kuttenberg, not Culin, and he wasn't a knacker, but a bathhouse attendant.
All right, all right. I don't need to hear your family's entire history. I don't get it. Why don't you just get the treasure for yourself?
That's easy to say, only it's sure to be buried in some remote place. And the whole countryside is crawling with bandits and all sorts of vermin. I'd rather sell it to you for a few groschen than risk my neck.
That's a rather wild story. But worth a try.
Excellent. Here, take this. And I wish you good fortune in your search.
What the hell was that?
Hey, what are you doing here? Clear off quick or I'll throw you out. Well? What?
Can you hear me? Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
You haven't heard of any recruiters around here, have you? People looking for armed men?
Perhaps, but I'll not speak of it now.
Why not? It's important.
Because we're in the middle of something.
Come on. Nothing bad will happen if you talk to me.
Perhaps not, but I'll tell you when we're done. My memory will be sharper then.
All right. Christ, it's like pulling teeth with you. I hope you're more generous with your groschen than your words.
Take care.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
A tankard of ale for me.
What else you, sir?
Pour me one.
Well, Master Painter, are you still short of coin?
Yes, unfortunately. And my offer still stands. Don't you want to buy something? Or throw a few dice?
There's always time for some dice. Let's see what you can do.
Take care now.
Here we are. There. Satisfied?
Cheers!
I can't wait to see how you throw.
Bring me something to eat.
Your turn.
God save. How may I help you, good knight?
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
I suppose I could find something. For how long?
Just the one night?
No problem. But you pay in advance.
Here you are.
You've got it all to yourself. No one will disturb you.
Where do I go to sleep?
On the upper floor of the inn. There are steps up to it outside. The middle room is yours. May the Lord watch over you.
That's a good boy. That's my boy. Wait here for me. Stay. Good boy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
As you wish.
God save you. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for some people you might know something about.
If they come here to drink, maybe. But I won't aid you in any mischief.
I've heard some rough men come here looking to recruit. Have they ever stopped in to eat or drink, or to arrange something?
There were some brawlers that used to fight behind the tavern, but they raised such a commotion, I went and complained, and the town watch drove them off somewhere.
I wasn't thinking about that lot. I'm looking for recruiters that hire mercenaries and other cutthroats.
Don't know about that. Every once in a while, a merchant will hire some help or an escort, but nothing more. Nobody comes here regular. I'd notice if they did.
Do you happen to know where the brawlers you complained about moved on to?
I've not got the slightest inkling. I'm just glad all the shouting stopped. It scared the horses in the stables.
You haven't heard talk of any scoundrels in town?
Well, I have heard some things, but I can't say if they're true or not. There's some that talk just to hear the sound of their own voices.
And who's the most frequent topic of that kind of gossip?
Miller Simon. They say he's rich with coin, and it's not from the mill. But that's nonsense. Folk just don't know how much a mill can earn.
Anyone else?
Aye, there's talk of the knacker giving people the evil eye, or them that's not in bailiff's good graces. But I don't suppose that's what you want to know.
Thank you, innkeeper.
Not at all. Would you like something to eat or drink? Take care now. One ale over here, please.
Yeah.
Come along, free.
My breath is short, my feet are sore, and my It's
Good God! What happened to your clothes? If you were robbed, you should report it.
I'm interested in your services.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Proper bath. And my clothes need washing.
As you wish. Do you have the coin?
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Take care.
Hey, who's there? What's going on there? Hey! Hey, you! Don't move a muscle! Surrender! You've committed a crime and I'm arresting you! Who the hell do you think you are? Didn't I tell you you've no business here? Well, you won't forget this in a hurry, because it'll take a nice pile of coin to fix it.
All right, here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law, but I'll be keeping an eye on you. You can be sure of that.
Well, Hey, you! Halt!
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
And what's your idea of suspicious?
Have you heard of anyone looking to hire some rough men?
Mercenaries, you mean?
Yes.
There were some fellows conspiring here in the corner twice a week, and others coming and going. They didn't look entirely respectable, but they never made any trouble.
And what happened to them?
I don't know, they just stopped coming, and I haven't seen hide nor hair of them since.
You haven't heard anything about where they went?
How could I have? They just stopped coming, and that's that.
Where do you think they might be meeting now?
How should I know? I'm an honest innkeeper, not a man-at-arms. They could be meeting at another inn. They could be meeting in the woods by the light of the moon, for all I know.
Is there any way I'll recognize them?
Unquenchable thirst? They drank like fish. They were rough-looking, too. Big-bearded and scruffy. Aside from that, they mostly kept to themselves.
That's not much help. What did they do while they were waiting for someone?
They drank. And they played dice. I do remember there were always dice on the table.
So they were fond of dice, were they? And where would you find a game around here?
Anywhere there's dice and usually drink. That's all you need for a game. Although it dawns on me now, I never saw Simon with those men, oddly enough. He's got a nose for drunken dice players with a coin to lose.
Simon who?
Why, the young miller. He runs Catzick Mill. Neighbours are always slandering him for trafficking, but who knows? Maybe he just has a knack for business.
You don't know where I might find some more dishonourable folk?
And why would you want them? You'll set tongues wagging about you.
But they'd be the ones to know what reputable townsfolk don't.
I grant you that. Well, we don't have an executioner, just a knacker. But he's an odd fellow. Like any knacker, I suppose. And there's some strange tales about Miller Simon, too. But I'd say it's just jealousy.
What can you tell me about the knacker?
Decent folk don't talk about him. He deals in carcasses.
I was hoping you'd tell me a bit more than that.
Why should I care about him? He lives in a house by the church, and that's all I know. And all I'll say.
What can you tell me about Simon?
There's not much to tell. He runs Catzick Mill, and some say thieves meet there at night. But isn't there gossip about every miller? I don't think he's a sinner. But only God knows for sure.
Anything else?
You might not find him at the mill. He's a busy man, always out and about making some deal or other. And he likes to throw dice, especially when he sees a fat purse hanging on a drunken belly.
Thank you for the help.
Not at all. But why off so soon? Sit down for a tankard or a bite to eat.
I'm looking for an odd jobber here. Elijah's his name.
From Merhojed? Yes, I know him. I haven't seen him yet today, but he comes here almost daily. He's bound to show up.
Ah. Well, thank you.
God be with you.
Powder made of the bones of St. Thomas.
Mixed, cured and fresh, from the woods or from the pen. It all tastes delicious.
God be with you.
Can we do something about the price?
All right. So? Satisfied? That's still too much. See now? I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Master Blacksmith, I've got a great offer for you.
Not now. First I've got to deal with that bastard Zack. Come to me afterwards.
God be with you.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers, asparagus and prunes. Good man.
Hosts baked in the Temple of Jerusalem.
You'll never see such fine meats.
Huh. I know you. I know you from somewhere. Where do I know you from?
What?
Of course, my dream. You were in a boat made of bones, and I put a crown of thorns on your head.
Veal, beef, and chicken.
All right. Tell me about this dream of yours.
That dream. Yes, that dream has come true. I dreamt that a young man would become my apprentice, my own pupil in the trade of miracles.
Cucumbers, lovely cucumbers.
And that's supposed to be me.
Salami.
Oh, well.
Sausages, meat of all shapes.
What's
sizes,
your
and
name,
flavours.
young man?
Oh. Henry.
Henry. A powerful name. So, Henry, are you ready to become my apprentice?
First, tell me, who are you, and what do you do?
Vegetables,
Me?
fruit, apples,
I am an
cucumbers,
unworthy, low, and
salami,
miserable servant of
sausages, lard
Providence.
of all kinds, and scratchings
Scholar
that make your
or
mouth
merchant,
water more than
believer
the finest
or
cake.
heathen. I wander the world without home or family, with only my wagon, offering miracles to those that need them. That's who I am. Without home or kin, I wander this world with my wagon, providing the miracles that people need. Ointments,
Meat, mutton,
relics,
veal, beef, and chicken.
aromatic herbs, rare spices, talismans and amulets for luck. All these things I have.
Onions, all that grows in the ground, fresh. Come right out.
What exactly does it entail, becoming your apprentice?
A lot of work and strenuous labor, knowledge of medicine, theology, and white magic. You have to study the great works of the ancients and devote your time to understanding your fellow men, listening to them, and learn to read their souls.
Cabbage, green cabbage. Get it
That's a
before it
pretty
goes
challenging
brown.
task.
That's why God has sent you. So what do you say?
No, I definitely don't want to be your apprentice.
A shame. But perhaps Providence shall yet cause our lines of fate to cross. You'll see.
Vegetables, fresh vegetables. Look.
From the yard or from the wood, lean and fatty pork, chicken and beef. We have it all. Come and see.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Are you the local knacker?
I'm the local grave digger. But if there aren't any burials to take care of, I'll turn me hand to knackering.
Well, then you might know a lot of things that others don't.
I'm a decent man. Not always honest, but decent.
Anything fishy going on in these parts?
There certainly is. Candles are being stolen from the church, as brazen as that. What sort of people do that?
Ah, but have you heard of anyone around here hiring adventurers and bandits?
How would I know that? Most people avoid talking to me. I don't even go to the tavern much these days.
And what's been happening in Sasau lately?
Nothing interesting. Except maybe that bitch being slaughtered.
What? Who was she, a villager? I wouldn't call that nothing interesting.
No! I mean a dog bitch. It was a while back, but they called me to clear it up.
What happened?
The dog looked like she'd been hacked to bits. They were scared it was some demon, but as far as I could see, someone took a sword or an axe to her.
Why on earth would anyone do that?
What do I know? Maybe he was snooping around where he shouldn't, and the bitch went for him. I hear there was some dog-bitten fellow being cared for at the monastery. Only they kept him there on account of a broken leg. Maybe that's the same one.
Thank you. I'll be going now.
Very well. Feel free to stop by any time. People shy away from me, except when there's a death, or the cesspit's full. God be with you. Is someone there?
I hope I can be of some humble service to you. Take care now.
Vegetables, fruit, apples, cucumbers, onions.
I hope I can be of help to you, knight.
I've heard talk about your knacker.
What's my neighbour been up to this time? Digging up corpses again? Or robbery?
Did he do that?
No, he didn't. But people thought he did. His house is nearby, between the rat house and the church. He's a decent man, a good man. But he's the knacker and the gravedigger.
That's good to know. I've got a few questions for you, bailiff, if you don't mind. Have you been having some trouble around here?
And what business is it of yours? Did someone complain? Who sent you here?
No one complained, though I'd be interested to know why you think they might. It was Lord Radzig who sent me. He'd heard word that some unsavoury characters are holed up round here.
Begging your pardon, but what the devil does Sir Radzig care about it? And I keep hearing the same from Sir Sebastian. And he's got no dog in this fight either.
Sir Sebastian? Who's that?
Sebastian Baron von Berg. He's here under monastery law to protect us against all this unrest in the land.
Why should he care about the city? That's not his jurisdiction, is it?
Quite true. I'm in charge of this city, but he keeps telling me I've got cutthroats hiding around here, and I should be more vigilant. The goal of the man.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring, asparagus for taste, and prunes for what ails you. Try them.
Mandrake roots taken straight.
Have you heard any talk of strangers in the town? Maybe people acting oddly?
Nothing worth mentioning. Sure, there's been some talk about the miller. Folks saying they've been seeing him doing this or that, or people visiting him at night, but he's never done anything. He's a decent enough man for a miller.
I'll try asking him if he's heard anything.
He lives on the other side of the river, by the bogs. But don't go getting your hopes up. He might not be able to help.
I heard some recruiters are meeting in Sasau. Seemed likely they get up to mischief and people might complain.
Do you think that people here complain and I don't do my job? Nothing of the sort. Old Lederman's the only one that comes complaining, but I pay no heed to him.
And what does this Lederman complain about?
Lederman is our local tanner. Lives by the quarry, which is where, well, some youngsters go there to wrestle.
They go there to fight and that doesn't bother you?
Why would it bother me? Much better to brawl there than in the tavern. At least in the quarry they can't damage anything but each other. And my catchpoles go by there from time to time to keep an eye on things.
You have an inn and the horse trails cross here. There must be many travellers come seeking work and not all of them honest men.
Aye, it's true. Bedlam has broken out once or twice, and restoring order was no easy matter.
Has there been anything like that lately?
No. It's been quiet here lately. Now that I think about it, I don't recall coming across anyone here like that.
Nobody looking for soldiering work, maybe as a merchant's guard?
There's always one or two like that. But if they don't get the job, they move on.
Thank you, Bailiff.
Farewell.
Have a look at these cucumbers. They'll stay firm all winter. Buy them before someone else does.
Good wives, come have a look. Don't be shy. You'll never see such fine things.
God grant you health. How may I help you? Goodbye.
Let's have a word about the price.
Salt sprinkled with the
all right,
bloody
so-
tears of St. James Madonna.
From the yard or from the wood.
Here,
lane
and something for your trouble.
chicken and beef. We have it all.
Well now, thank you very much.
Peace at last.
Closer, mistress. Take a look at this rare...
God preserve you, good knight. Can I do something for you? May the Lord watch over you. But it's not very big. And aren't crystals supposed to...
Let's have a word about the price.
But everyone knows that the
Well,
crystals from
we
the
can
tower
try
are
it.
dull.
Of course. Dull. I'll take it then.
Wonderful, ma'am. You won't regret it for a...
This, and a little something on top, for good measure.
My word. Thank you kindly.
Garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions. All that grows in the ground fresh. Come right up.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Tanner, I've heard all's not well with you.
It's better now. I must have eaten something bad.
No, I mean you've complained about some ruffians raising hell behind your house.
Aye, true enough. That lot's been a thorn in my side. And when I went to tell them to take it elsewhere, they nearly beat me to a pulp.
When are they there?
Nearly every evening. Every god-forsaken evening. Shouting and bellowing there till nightfall. And then they leave. Probably to get drunk.
How many of them are there?
How would I know? They make as much noise as a herd of wild boar in rutting season.
And did they all attack you?
Aye. They knocked the stuffing right out of me.
And nobody does a thing about it?
I've been to the bailiff, but he couldn't give a rat's arse. There's no commotion under his window, so what does he care?
That's quite a bailiff you've got.
A scarecrow would keep better order.
If you want, I'll take care of them.
Well, you look like you could move mountains, but there are several of them and just one of you.
Perhaps we'll be able to settle things peacefully.
Maybe. They might think twice before kicking your arse.
Perhaps I can reason with them. It doesn't have to come to blows.
Well, break a leg, lad. Or better yet, don't. But if you manage to pull it off, you'll get your reward. Don't worry. Good luck to you.
God watch over you, good knight, especially in these dark times. Can I do something for you?
God bless.
Can we do something about the price?
All right, so.
This here and a little top up.
Well, now, thank you very much.
There's the good doggy. That's my boy. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Add some rosemary and juniper.
Rosemary?